see if my analysis is true.
You analyzed.
Yes, I want to see if I also
Okay,
did
let's
it.
see. Tell me what you did. Let's start with the 20%.
Okay,
Let's
for
start
the
with 20%.
20%, I said CP
CP.
is 100.
100.
Markup is 20. Yeah, 20%.
20%. Just
And
hold for
then
a moment, ne?
CP. Okay.
Just hold for just for a few seconds, ne?
Okay.
Few seconds. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. We can continue.
CP.
CP.
SP, sorry, SP, sorry. SP. Selling price.
SP, okay. No, don't worry. No, I confused you because somebody was looking. That's why. How much?
120.
120. Okay, that's how you analyzed the first one. Eh?
Yes.
Is this one? Let's analyze the other one, which is 25%.
It'll be.
Let's see how you analyze.
Okay.
Okay.
So CP is 75.
75.
And then SP is 100.
Perfect. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. So we can try to answer the question. Let's see if you tried. They say 3.1. Calculate the amount paid by Miss Nube to
GH
GHI
traded.
for the item. Can you see now? So
Yes.
they just want the selling because this GHI sold to Miss Nube.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think we're gonna do then? It starts here from GHH. They have said
so I said 5,000 will go next to SP for the selling price.
5,000.
Yes.
Which
Okay, let's say
which one? Which one?
Let's say
This one.
yes. Let's say the CP and for 75 is the question mark.
So we're using this one, eh?
Yes. Number B. Yes.
Now, no, let's go back. Remember, firstly, this wholesaler, eh? DEF. Can you see DEF?
Okay. Yes.
Remember, if you can check here, DEF sold to what?
To GHI.
And they charged how much is the markup?
20% on cost.
20% on? Can you see now?
Cost.
And
Yes.
this one sold to the customer
On 25% selling price.
So what they're asking for the price GHI charged to us. Does that make sense? They're asking for this process.
Oh,
But we must
okay.
first, remember, we must first make sure that DEF sold, this was, let's say, marked up. When they sold, they marked up by how much? 20%. So you must first mark up this 5,000 with 20%. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So meaning this price of 5,000 is the price which was paid by DEF to ABC, but they are not asking for that. So now we want to know the price which DEF charged GHI so that we can know how much are we going to charge Ms. Nube. So we must start here and add the markup here before we can come here. I don't know if it makes sense. So we must first
Yes.
use 20% on cost.
Cost.
So we must start here.
Okay.
We must start here. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yes, it makes sense.
So this 5,000, where will I put it? What is this 5,000?
The 5,000 will go next to the CP.
Thank you so much. That's the 5,000. Okay. And then question mark.
We'll go by the 120.
Perfect. So this is the question mark. And then how will the fraction be? Remember, we're still here, we're calculating here. How will the fraction be here?
It will be 5,000 times 120
Yes.
over 100.
120 over 100. I like that. How much?
It's 6,000.
6,000. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes, I got that one correct, sir.
Yes. So, meaning this is the 6,000. But let's check here. They said this is the 6,000. So now, remember all the vendors charge VAT, ne?
Okay.
They're all VAT, meaning they can claim back VAT. That's why, for example, we didn't worry. Remember this 5,000, by the way, it must include VAT when they sell to each other. But because they can claim this back VAT from SARS, so that's why we have to use the amount excluding VAT. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So meaning DEF sold to GHI for how much?
6,000.
6,000, which is excluding what? VAT.
VAT.
Yes. Now we want to know how much did GHI charge what? Miss Nuben. Is then that
Yes.
we're gonna use because he paid this, obviously GHI paid this to what? To DEF.
Yes.
Now this is the cost. This is the cost. So now we must mark up this 6,000 to know how much Miss Nube paid.
Okay.
Because here they want to know, they say calculate the amount paid by Miss Nube to. Can you see now?
GHI traders is.
Yes. So now we need to mark up this 6,000 using this method now. Now we must come here.
Oh, okay. I used the 5,000. Okay.
You remember this one must first be, everyone must get profit. So if you say 5,000, it means DEF bought for 5,000 from ABC. He sold for 5,000 there. It doesn't make sense. He made his profit of 1,000 rand. He sold to GHI for 6,000. So again, GHI cannot sell to Miss Nube for 6,000. He must get his profit here. We must calculate.
Makes sense. Okay, so then since it's 6,000,
Where will I put it?
it will go under or next to the 100.
No. Remember, this is the cost of GHI. Remember, GHI bought from DEF for how much? For 6,000.
So it's calculating the cost
I don't know if you
now for
mean.
6,000.
No, remember, this 6,000 is the cost of GHI. When GHI bought from DEF, they paid how much? 6,000. So this is their cost.
6,000.
I don't know if it makes sense. This is
It
the
makes
cost.
sense now.
Remember what we're looking for? We're looking for the selling price to move it. So we're looking for this one. Can you see now?
Yes.
So now we can calculate how much did they charge this movie. How is the fraction?
6,000
6,000
times. Wait, sorry. 6,000 times
It's okay.
100
Okay.
over 75.
Yes.
That will be 8,000.
So this is 8,000. Does that make sense?
On cost. Yes.
It is excluding what?
Excluding VAT.
But remember, yes, in other words, GHI sold to Miss Nube for how much? For 8,000. But check the question. How much was the amount paid by Nube? In other words, because they are VAT vendor, so we need to make sure that we include VAT on this 8,000. So Miss Nube paid 8,000 plus VAT.
Okay. Makes sense.
Because
So
now
that's
they
when
want
the
the amount paid.
15% comes in.
Yes, therefore we must have another calculation here and say, therefore, 8,000
Times
times,
50, times
how will
15 over 115.
that amount is excluding VAT.
But so you said we need to include VAT. You said 8,000 plus VAT.
Okay, are you not? So why do if you say okay, if you say 15,115, it means the amount that you are using to calculate that VAT is including VAT. Do you see including VAT here?
So then what? Oh, okay.
Okay, just
Makes sense.
maybe you're going somewhere. I don't know. Just calculate and tell me what you think. Remember, if you struggle, you must analyze. How do you normally include VAT? Do you normally get the amount including VAT directly, or do you calculate VAT and thereafter add it to the amount? How do you normally do that?
When you include VAT, you're adding VAT,
Yeah, which
right?
method do you
The
use?
15 over 115, if it's including VAT. And then when it's
Yes, if you want
excluding
to know the
VAT,
VAT, you say
and then when it's excluding VAT, it's 15 over 100 for excluding
okay,
VAT.
let me ask you a question. When you say 15 over 100, what are you calculating? When you say times 15 over 100 or 15 over 105, what are you trying to calculate?
Okay, 15 over 100 is excluding VAT, right? And then
No, no, apart
15,
from that. Apart from that. Listen to me. Listen to me. Yes, we sometimes we use 15 over 100. Sometimes we use 15 over 115.
yes.
When you are using those fractions, what are you trying to calculate? Whether you're
VAT.
using 15 over 100 or 15 over 105, what is the answer? The VAT.
Yes, the VAT.
So are we calculating VAT here now?
No, we're not calculating VAT. We're not calculating VAT. It's exclusive of VAT.
Okay, tell me what you think. Okay, let's continue. Just tell me what you think, and then I'll intervene there. Just tell me how. Remember, I want this 8,000 to include VAT. How can you do that? The fact is, I can't sell for 8,000. I must add VAT on the 8,000. How will you add VAT according to you?
Since I'm adding VAT to the 8,000, I was gonna say 8,000 times 15 over 115. Then it would have been 10,000 something. It
What
would
is
have
that
been
10,000? Is it VAT or what? No, let's do it. Let's do it. Just give me the answer.
Just do it. It would have been 10,043.47 or 48.
With this calculation, you get 10,000. This 15 over 115. No, we can't get this 10,000
Oh,
with that
oh,
calculation.
to get what? Oh, no, no, no. Then it doesn't make sense. Then you're calculating excluding VAT because then it's decreasing the amount.
Okay, because you are doing that. Okay, I can see where we're going wrong. So let me do this. Maybe I must show you. Okay, I showed you how to analyze VAT before. How do you analyze VAT? I remember we used to do this, you and I. I don't know if you still remember this. Don't you remember this?
You you didn't do this yesterday, so.
No, not yesterday. Remember, you and I didn't meet yesterday. I'm just saying, if you struggle, you can do this. You'll never go wrong. You and I met long time ago. Don't you remember? 20 years ago. So if you struggle, you just have to do this. Does this make sense to you? Is it for the first time for you to see this?
No, it's not.
All this 15, all this 15 over 100, 15 over 105 come from this. It's just that you are trying to have shortcuts. So with this, you either find that amount of sale that is including VAT directly, or you can first find VAT. After finding that VAT, you add it to the 8,000 and you get the amount. So I don't know which method you
Okay.
prefer. Do you want to find VAT first? Do you want to find VAT first?
Yes, let's find VAT first.
Or do you want to find the amount direct? Okay, if I want to find VAT first, where will I put my question mark? And where will I put the amount that I'm going to use? Where will I put 8,000? Where will I put the amount, the question mark? Because you are calculating VAT.
So the question mark will go by the VAT amount.
I'll come here and do this.
And then the 8,000
Then
because
where will I put 8,000?
the 8,000 because it's excluding VAT, it will go to the SP, the first SP. This
8,000.
makes much more sense. Yes, it makes more sense.
Okay, now because you did this, let's go back to the calculation there. 8,000 times
8,000 times 15 over 100. Okay, okay, that makes sense.
Can you see you can say 115?
Yes,
And how much is the VAT?
so it's 100, not 15. 100.
sorry. It's because of you. I blame you. I'm joking.
It's
How
1,200.
much? 1,000.
200.
This is the VAT. And remember, we
Yes.
spoke about this thing. You always use 15 over 100 if the amount that you are using to calculate VAT is excluding VAT. Don't you remember that?
Yes.
Therefore, remember, we're trying to find the selling price. After doing that, we can say 8,000 plus the VAT that we calculated. How much is the selling price including VAT?
9,200.
That's the answer. We're going to sell to Miss Nube here for 9,200 because we took the 8,000 and we added the VAT. Are you
Okay,
okay?
makes sense. Yes. Can I just quickly write this down, sir?
Okay.
Okay.
But you should have maybe, if this one is a bit complicated, you should have used a short method. For example, here, you should have found the selling price including. Are you still with me?
Yes, I am.
So instead of having this long calculation, you should have maybe, for example, find this directly. You should have put question mark here. Ne?
Yes.
That's another method of doing it. And the 8,000 will still be here. How would the fraction look like now?
It will be 8,000 times 115 over 100. Oh, then you still get the
How much do you get?
9,200.
Yes. So you can do it directly like that. It's up to you. But we've got different preferences. So that was the answer for 3.1.
Okay. I would have gotten like 2 marks.
Can you see now? Yeah, it's a little bit complicated, this one. Remember, you are doing BCom, eh?
Yes, ish.
It's a bit tricky.